Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Tis It Is. It is Monday morning. We are back at it. My name's Kurt Conley. I'm here with Rev. How are you doing today, Rev?
Yeah, good, Kurt. Doing all right. Good weekend. Just chilled out. Spent a lot of time with the family. What about yourself?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a busy weekend. Obviously, for people that don't know, my city's gone into lockdown, so interesting times here, but we're not here to talk about that sort of stuff. Yeah, I had a really good weekend watching all the content flying around on Twitter and everything we're talking about, like the stuff that's going on with game stocks and everything else that's going on. So, yeah, it's been interesting and quite entertaining to say the least. But I'm still super excited at everything that's going on in crypto right now and just watching the markets. I've got my spider senses are kicking off. I know you and I have had a few phone calls over the weekend looking at a few things, and everything seems to be coming to fruition.
Yeah, there's a few things going around. Obviously, talks of pump and dump groups and all that sort of stuff. And just to
So
remind people, uh, myself and yourself, Kurt, we haven't really said anything about it because we've seen this sort of stuff happen in the past and multiple groups and stuff back in the day, and it was just like crazy. It was like these guys, I don't know when they're going to stop, and I feel like there's a lot of that going on again. So just be careful out there because yeah, it's brutal. They have no remorse. Just let you know.
yeah, and usually with alt season when it's kicking off, you do see certain alts really popping off. So it's like these particular groups are really compensating and jumping on that and taking advantage of those situations. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the negative. We're only here to talk about what's going on in the positive market. So let's move on.
Sure.
Let's jump into it, Rev. So as always, for new members and for people that have been following us forever, disclaimer that we are not financial advisors. Everything that we cover on our channels and discords is not to be considered investment advice. We're not financial advisors. This is just our opinions, ideas, and speculation on the crypto market. Bang, let's go. Weekly hits. These are the ones that we talked about last week. We talked about ONT and we talked about BAT. So let's go over them. So ONT, 1600 sats was the entry. Now, I did make a mistake and said it was 1800 sats, so I apologize for that. But the entry was 1600. The current set value was 1720, which is a current change value of about 7.5%. The high was 1810 sats, and to give about a 13.3% move on that particular trade. BAT, the entry was 800 sats. Current set value is 896. So the current change is still up 12%. The high was 950 sats, and it was an 18.75% move. So a couple of good trades there. We're going to in the next couple of series, we're going to change things up. And what we're going to do is we're going to do a consolidation of what trades we find on the Monday and the Friday, and we're going to put that sort of stuff out. And we're going to sort of start keeping a running tally of how the weeks go. So keep an eye out for that and for the new format.
Yeah.
So today we're going to jump into a couple of quick trades. So the first trade that we're talking about is STX. These are all coming through. These notifications coming through on the short-term buys as the trade notifications coming through TIS. So keep an eye on those channels. CMC ranking is 83. The USD price is 41 cents. Current set value for STX is 1,230 sats. So the trade setup, what does it look like? This is what we're going to go over on the TA when Rev pulls up CryptoStat. Currently at the bottom of a horizontal price channel, we're looking for STX to go back to the top of that horizontal channel and looking to sell at the top unless we see a breakout. And I'll get Rev to go over that shortly. 57 Bitcoin trading volume. 2 TIS notifications have come through on STX. However, STX does have a good history with STX. So let's just, if you want, you can scroll back through some of the TIS notifications, go to the search top, put in STX, and you'll see all the notifications that have been coming through. We're giving this one a 8 out of 10 from a buyer's rating perspective.
Yeah.
Rev, do you want to pull up the charts?
Yeah, for sure. And just to clarify, that was TIS has a good history with STX, a really really good one. I think you said STX has a really good history with STX, but
Sorry.
yeah,
My
no,
mind's a little bit elsewhere at the moment.
yeah, I know with all the lockdown stuff, but yeah. Anyway, we're moving on from that. And that's why we're giving it an 8 out of 10 because it does have a really good history, and this price channel just looks really good. The horizontal one, anyway, it looks really good. So let's go and check it out really quickly. This is Binance STX BTC. Let's look at the 4 hourly. I'll make this bigger think on a daily, actually, it was probably the best where you could see it. And there it is. So this is the horizontal price channel we're looking for. As you can see, it's slightly lost a bit of momentum here. And it looks like we are bottoming out here. And that may have been the bottom week for it. You know, a bullish hammer there. And let's just see what happens. So what a horizontal price channel is really quickly. We pretty much put we'll use the bodies. We'll use the majority of the bodies wherever they are. And we're looking for it to bounce off and on literally into this channel. And you're meant to buy at the bottom, sell at the top, regardless of whatever happens after that. Now, if you do sell up here, you look for a breakout. If we do get a breakout and breakout on top of these wicks and confirm on a certain time frame, it can be half an hour, as long as it confirms that candle, most likely you're going to go up. If you end up buying here, you look for the bottom of that. We have 2 tweezer bottom here candles right there on the daily, and you can use that as your sell. If that is too far away, you can always use the last wick of the body of the last candle that actually went down there, and it's not even that far, or you even have this little wick here in there to use as your stop loss. But that's traditionally how you want to play it. Now we're looking for it to run back up. If it does, that is a take profit target in that line there at about 1800 sats in there, because it could be at the top of these two or at the top of the last few, because it does seem like it's losing a bit of steam. So just keep an eye on it. Now if you do get there, take the profit, and then if it does break out, take an entry. So position yourself correctly for this trade. But of course, use a stop loss, and you can throw it wherever you like from there. But yeah, that's pretty much all the TA we do have on STX. And mind you, these are daily candles, so it's quite a big time frame. If we look back on the 4 hourly, you can see right there. I mean, how perfect those lines have been playing out. It's just beautiful when you get this. And a lot of traders use horizontal price channels, and they look for the breakouts and the breakdowns as well. So either it going downwards or upwards, they look for those trades and play them. So there'll be a lot of traders looking out for that breakout if it does happen, and a lot of traders looking for that price action downwards as well if it does happen. So yeah, I expect some sort of volume on it. But yeah, that's pretty much everything we got on STX BTC.
Yes. Okay, so the second trade that we're looking at today is ARK. There has been a few people in the community talking about ARK. We thought we caught this on the short-term buys, so we thought we'd put this one up here. CMC ranking is 215. USD price is 41 cents. Sat value is 1,230 sats. Do I point out the obvious here, or is it quite weird?
Is that why you choked a little, because you knew what happened?
Yeah, I just jerried what happened there. So the two trades that we've looked at today are exactly the same dollar value and the exact same sat value.
No difference. No difference. We did not do it on purpose. There it is. There's STX at 41 at 12:30, and there's ARK at 41 at 12:30.
The reason why I stopped for a second there, I was like, holy shit, did we come back to STX just then? Okay, so the current trade setup for that is the MACD's daily is looking to cross that zero line that we always talk about. The 4 hourly chart has bounced off and now sitting on top of that 100-day MA, and the hourly is testing the 100-day MA as well. We've got 37 Bitcoin 24-hour trading volume, 2 TIS notifications, and we're going to give this a 6 out of 10 on the buyer's rating. Let's bring up a chart, Rev.
Yeah, for sure. I would have liked to give this a higher rating, but since STX looks so much more promising than ARK, but obviously at the end of the day, it's not. It's just my opinion, But yeah, we gave this one a lower one than STX. So the current daily MACD, really important. I saw someone talk about the zero line the other day, but they didn't understand the concept, and that was within Cryptofy. Now the zero line is defined within the MACD, and I'm gonna make this really big here and use it as a reference. We're gonna grab a horizontal here, and we're gonna go right in dead center of the histogram where it turns bullish to bearish, and you can see right there. That's marked at 0.0000. That is the zero line. Now, if we do cross, we're not talking about these histogram bars. That's not what we're talking about, the zero line. That line right there, that blue line in between those histograms is considered the zero line. Now, if it goes bullish down here, it's a good confirmation. But if it goes bullish up here, most likely it's a really, really good confirmation. You can see how on the daily it had a few days go up there and then and just failed. So let's actually see what happened to the price there. And they just, I guess it just was based because there wasn't much happening, not much volume or whatever it was, and that was 2nd of December in 2020. And we all know what happened to alts from a SAT perspective from there onwards last year, because Bitcoin just went on a roar, it went on a tear. So this got rejected, I believe, due to BTC going for it. So you can see right there the daily is coming up to that zero line. It's losing some sort of momentum, but something to keep in mind with ARK is I've seen this play out a lot. The MACD tends to fall off and then it builds back up again. Now this one obviously we just mentioned, and we know why this one failed when it hit the zero line because of BTC. So right now we're going for the first test, and it's giving me more confidence that it's happening because this is actually starting to curve back up as well. You can see it doesn't just go down, like this, sort of just fall off. It's sort of starting to curve as well, that histogram there. So we may be pushing that zero line this time, and if Bitcoin just chills out, it'll look good. Now we have an inverted hammer there, which isn't a good thing from a price perspective going up. That is a bearish signal candle right now for the daily, but that daily candle still has, that's just open, and that has probably, it's been open for about 5 hours, so it still has another 19 hours to go before that candle closes. So, we've had a few wikis in here. You can see the wicks going off. Another inverted hammer, price just consolidated upwards, and then we've kind of just consolidated sideways. Really, at the end of the day, it's not major big moves. Another thing we want to keep an eye on is on the 4-hourly. Let's bring that up. So the 4-hourly chart has bounced off the 100-day MA as well. You can see right there, we've climbed on top of the yellow line, the 100-day MA. We've climbed, gone for it, shot out, and come back down, and we're just bouncing off it right now. So, and once again, the MACD's cross bullish, and we're going towards that zero line. So keep that in play. And if we look at the hourly, also the same sort of thing happening with the 100-day MA. So, this was probably a bit of FOMO, but we should be all good. Now, keep an eye on the hourly. On the MACD, keep an eye on this. If this doesn't go below and just sort of touches the zero line and starts to build back up like that, it's going to get really interesting for ARK, I think. But yeah, always, of course, keep an eye on the volume as well, just to make sure that we're actually, trending and there's people looking at it. Because at the end of the day, you want people looking at the trade you're looking at. Otherwise, there's no action is going to be happening there. So, but yeah, these are the two trade setups that we have for today.
Okay, so there we go. That is the end of TIS hitters. So the two trades that we're looking at is ARK and STX. For people that haven't come over to the community, there's a link below if you want to join our community, follow everything we do. We do this Mondays and Fridays. I always say that we do this Mondays and Fridays and something comes up and we have to cancel or something, but we do our best to get these videos out to you guys every Monday and Friday. They do come on a delayed timer for the public. Members get these like 4 to 5 days earlier than the public. So yes, we look forward to seeing you guys next Friday. And if anything comes up in the week, we'll be sure to put some content out and speak with you guys, but look forward to speaking to everyone and hanging out with you guys inside the community. My name's Kurt. I'll see you next Friday. Take it easy. Bye.
Kurt, just before you go, I hate to do this to you. I know you already said bye, but I'm going to have to make you say bye again. But I just want to remind some people, anyone that within the Cryptofy community that has grabbed the 6-month pack, you actually get a month worth of cryptostat.org.
Good point.
And if you haven't utilized it yet, please go and check it out. And that's what we were just utilizing to look at charts. There's a whole lot of tools in there. We have a few videos on the YouTube channel as well, Cryptofy on YouTube. Go and check it out. Subscribe if you haven't already. There's a few videos there. They're organized in playlists as well, so you get an understanding of what we do. We do need to update them a little bit, but
yes, we do.
For now, that's the sort of resources we have there. You can utilize that, or you can even check out the last TIS hitters. I went through a bit of data as well through CryptoStat. But please go and check it out because it's thrown into the bundle. You've paid for TIS. You've got TIS a little bit cheaper. Getting ready to grandfather yourself into the price. you're getting the training module that is slightly delayed at the moment. It's my fault. I put my hand up. You know, it's quite a bit of work, and it's a bit different to doing the general live videos, to be honest with you. And there's a lot of planning to go into it. So I've definitely, you know, underestimated the amount of work that goes into it. But yeah, and then you're getting on top of that, you're getting CryptoStat as a whole month. So please, take advantage of it. You never know what sort of power CryptoStat will bring to your trading, and if it does, well then you know, you know what to do after that. There's nothing more much to say on it. But yeah,
Also, there's a CryptoStat, sorry, Rev, there's a CryptoStat channel in Discord. And what tends to happen is when members start using CryptoStat, they're still trying to find their feet with it. Please utilize the CryptoStat channel. Ask others how they're using it, what you know, access points they're using, and how they're reading data. That's what the community is for. The community is to, you know, lean on each other. And there's a lot of people out there that'll help you guys getting started with CryptoStat and how to process data, and also watching the Hitter videos when Rev is always going over how he's using the buyers percentage, volumes percentage. So yeah, it's a good point, Rev. I'm glad you brought that up. You do have a 30-day trial. Please use the 30-day trial. Give it a whirl.
for sure. And just lastly, a big welcome to Ange, part of the Cryptofy support team. Welcome to the team, and welcome to the community. And I hope you guys all treat her well. She's a really cool girl. So
Got some love.
yeah, show some love. Yeah, she's really cool. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it from my end, Kurt.
Can I say goodbye? Can I say goodbye?
Yeah, you can say goodbye again. No worries.
Take it easy, guys. I will see you Friday. All the best. Trade well. Take care. Bye.
Cheers, guys. Take it easy, Kurt. Catch you guys soon. Bye.